going on, guys? My name is Skater and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I wanted to bring you guys yet another Skate 3 tutorial because I feel like a lot of people always ask me how I do my camera angles on the clips that I hit on Skate 3. I'm actually going to play a clip on the screen right now for you guys just to give you guys a more clear example of what I'm talking about. So before I get started with the actual tutorial, I just want to say that if you guys want to see more clips like that, definitely go and follow me on Twitter at AndrewExclusive. I literally tell you guys at the beginning and end of all my videos to go and follow me on Twitter, but it's because that's literally the best way to stay updated with me. So if you are interested in staying updated with me, then definitely go and follow me on Twitter. I always post Skate 3 clips like what you guys just saw. And yeah, let's get on with this tutorial. So here we go. So I'm actually going to hit a clip for you guys right now so I can do the camera angles on that. Just because I feel like this video is going to be extra long, I'm actually going to keep the clip very short. So I'm basically going to wall pop off of this wall, and then I'm probably going to end my clip somewhere down here, maybe. Like I'll probably do the little famous nollie pop that everyone does right here on this ramp, and then I'll probably just end it off right here. So yeah, let's get this started so I can show you guys some angles. Alright, so that is going to be the line that we do the camera angles on. So before we actually get started with the whole entire clip, I do want to say that everyone has their own style to their camera angles. You know, like just because I'm showing you guys the way that I do my camera angles doesn't mean that you guys have to do it the way that I do it. You can always find your own style. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way because, you know, I do feel like a lot of people feel like, you know, they need to have their angles to a certain standard, when in reality, you should really just focus on having your own style for your angles. But anyway, so here we go. I'm talking too much about that. So basically what I'm going to do to start off my clip, so I'm going to cut out all this stuff that I messed up on by holding my left bumper and using my left analog stick. I'm going to go right where I started the speed glitch, so right about here. I usually do it right before my skater jumps, and then I'm going to go to the end of the line to make sure that the end of the line is cut out as well, just because I like to work with a nice clean clip. So I'm going to take my left bumper again and then take my right analog stick and then push it to the left to make sure that I'm cutting out whatever I don't want at the end. So basically what you want to do is press A, and then you're going to go over down to the advanced free cam. That is what I always use. I don't use any of these other cameras. So I'm going to click A on advanced free cam and then press yes, and then I usually always start off in front of my skater. I don't know, a lot of people like to start off from behind their skater, but I like to work with the camera in front of my skater. So what I like to do with all my clips, especially if I have a speed glitch at the beginning of the clip, is I'll start off with my skater right in the middle. Okay, you guys always want to make sure that your skater is right in the middle. You don't want to be too close up. These are 2012 angles, bro. You don't want to be this close to your skater. The person that's editing your Skate 3 montage or whatever you're getting the clips for needs to make sure that they can cut out the LS on the bottom left hand corner right here when you record the clip. So make sure you always have the camera away from your skater, not too far like this, but you just want to have it at a good distance, you know, where it's close to him but not too close. So I'll put my first keyframe down, and then my second keyframe I'm going to go. I always keep the keyframes nice and close together. A lot of people don't know this, and a lot of people keep their keyframes very separated, but make sure that you guys are keeping your keyframes very close together, because that's how you get the cleanest angles on your clips. I like to do this thing at the beginning of my clips where I zoom into my skater as he's doing the speed glitch. I actually pay a lot of attention to the zoom and what the millimeters is on, and right now it's on 34, so I want to get it to just about 45, so it's not too zoomed in, because I'm actually going to zoom right back out because I love the effect that it gets on my skater. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So see how it's kind of zooming in while he's jumping towards it. I really like that effect, and this effect can only happen if you zoom in on your second keyframe. But then on your third keyframe, you can zoom back out because I don't want to keep the camera this close to my skater. So right when he's about to jump back on his board, I'm going to zoom back out to about like 45 millimeters right there. I always keep an eye on those millimeters, guys, okay? Don't just like put it at a random millimeter because it really makes your clips a lot cleaner when you pay attention to the millimeters that you're using for your camera. I'm just going to let this roll out for a little bit just so you guys could see kind of like what I'm doing. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit more, put this to maybe like 35 millimeters. I'm gonna keep the camera in front of me. So now I'm gonna want to start moving my camera, okay? So it's like literally wherever you put the camera is gonna go. Like if you put the camera over here, then it's gonna go over here. Like watch this. You see how like it instantly goes over here because that's where the keyframe is going. You see what I'm saying? So I always want to keep my skater in the center of the screen and a little bit away from the camera. So like right about here is where I want it. He's right in the center. And a really good way to keep an eye on this as well is to make sure that your skater is above the LS button, because to be honest, if he's ever below the LS button, chances are whenever the editor that's editing your clip takes the clip and edits it, then it kind of cuts out your skater depending on if they put black bars or not, or even if they don't put black bars, it still just looks kind of weird because it cuts out your feet in some parts. So you want to make sure that your skater always stays over the LS button. But I'm going to continue. Right now it's turning into a fisheye, but I don't want a fisheye yet, so I'm going to press left on my D-pad to get back to the regular millimeters and still keep my camera right in front of my skater. So I'm going to keep going. Alright guys, so right here in this part, I really want to emphasize that wall pop because I feel like that's one of the things that really makes this mini clip that I hit for you guys. So I want to zoom into my skater right here to about maybe 35 millimeters and then kind of move my camera down just a tiny bit and make sure you always keep your skater right in the middle, okay? You want to keep your lines nice and clean. And you know what? I can't forget to mention that you want to make sure that you're always watching over your keyframes after you do like maybe like 5 to 10 of them. Just so that way if you do like 20 keyframes and then they come out bad, then you have to go 20 keyframes back. You know, you'd rather go 5 keyframes back instead of 20 keyframes back. So usually like right here, maybe about like 10 keyframes in, or however much this is, however much I feel comfortable with, I will go back and watch it until the part that I stopped at. So right here, that looks perfect. So here we go. Starts off nice and, oh wait, you know what? Actually, no, it doesn't. See, because it's kind of shaky right here. I don't like that part. So right here, I'm just gonna fix it just a tiny bit. I really feel like it's this third keyframe because it's like once it gets on that third keyframe, it kind of moves to the right here. So I think I'm gonna take this third keyframe and I'm gonna move it over to the left just a tiny bit. See, this is why I always tell you guys to make sure you look over the keyframes, because that happens and then it just messes up your whole entire clip if you wait too long. So again, in the middle of the screen, keep it right in front of him. Let's see if this looks a little bit better. Yeah, see, that looks way better. See how the shake is gone, guys? That's what I'm talking about. I'm so glad I got that example in this video because that's a very good example of what I was talking about whenever you want to make sure you look back on your keyframes. But here we go. I got the wall pop. I got the zoom in on the wall pop. Now I have to start zooming out because I don't want to be too zoomed in to my skater because he's about to go back down here. And we want to make sure that we're ready for our camera to be nice and close up to him when he is down there. So here we go. I'm just going to zoom out just a tiny bit, maybe to about like 30 millimeters right here. Look it over. Nah, I feel like maybe zooming in a little bit more on this keyframe, I feel like would be a little bit better. So like, yeah, keep it zoomed in a little bit just so it kind of emphasizes his stale that he does too, because he does a little stale right there. You see that? So I want to make sure that the zoom also catches the stale as well and not only the wall pop. Those are the kind of things that I look for in the clip. You know, I don't just like do camera angles on the clip just to do it. I make sure that it looks really good. So like right here, I don't really like that shake, so I kind of want to maybe switch this like right here. Maybe put it like, yeah, see, there we go, right here. There we go, yeah. And then right as he's turning back into the ramp, you see how we're getting kind of low and we're getting to that little like ramp part right here. Want to make sure that this ramp part's not blocking you from seeing your skater in the camera. So again, I'm going to be zooming out anyway. So here we go. I see the ramp part. Make sure your skater's in the middle of the screen. Make sure it's nice and clean by watching it over. Yes, it is. All right, cool. And he's still over the LS, so that's what we're looking for. Now, right here, I kind of want to do sort of like a zoom in, zoom out effect. I don't really know like what you really like call that. I'm sorry. That's probably so cringy to the people that actually know what it's called. But yeah, so basically like right here, I'm going to zoom out as he is flipping out of there. Like that. So I'm going to zoom out more. So it's going to turn into kind of like a fisheye effect right here. Like right there. And then I don't want to turn it completely into fisheye, not yet at least. Or like maybe, I don't know, maybe I should try it. It actually might look pretty cool because I feel like on certain parts where like you're not really doing tricks, if you're like grabbing your board, for example, kind of just like holding your like trick for a second, doing like a little fisheye effect on the clip is really cool. Cause see like right here how I kind of like hold the manual a little bit for like not too long, but it's not like the shortest amount of time that you could hold the manual. You know, like I've seen shorter manuals in trick line clips, but like right here, keeping my skater in the middle, and right as he's about to do the trick, guys, I'm going to zoom right back out. So I'm going to press left on my D-pad and it's going to turn right back to the regular millimeters. And I'm going to make sure that my skater is right in the middle of the screen and zoom out so you're not too close. So it looks like a nice effect right there. You see that? That looks beautiful. You see how it's kind of zooming in by itself? Like I'm not even doing that. Like every single time I place a keyframe down, it's pretty much zooming in by itself because of the fact that we just came out of fisheye, and that's just what the game does. See how we went from like 30 something millimeters to 50 millimeters, and I just got on my next keyframe. Like I don't know why it does that, but I'm going to keep it zoomed in right here because I feel like this is a pretty cool angle right here that we can position our skater, and then right as he's about to do his trick, we're gonna zoom out so it looks like a nice little zoom out effect. So right as you guys are zooming out as well, make sure you guys are moving closer to your skater because that's what makes the zoom out effect. You know, like if you're just zooming out and you're sitting in the same spot, then you know, it's not gonna really look as cool. So like right here, I'm gonna zoom out even more but still move closer to him, and then you guys are gonna see exactly how that looks like. See how it's turning like back into a fisheye, but I don't want to turn it back into a fisheye because we just came out of a fisheye and that looks kind of tacky, you know? Like you don't want your clip to look too tacky or too shaky or nothing. So right before it turns into a fisheye, you want to press left on your D-pad and then put your skater right back in the middle. Make sure he's over that LS button. Usually with gestures like how he's about to do right here, the flex gesture, I try to zoom into that as well. I just think it looks pretty cool, but right here he doesn't really do it for too long, so I don't think I'm going to zoom into that right there. But you want to make sure that you guys are using your up and down on your D-pad as well. So here we go. I wanted to just like look it over to make sure it looks cool. Yeah, there we go. All right. And now we can keep going. This looks like a pretty cool clip, guys. I don't really know how it's gonna come out in the end, but we're gonna find out together because you know, I don't really know yet, just like you guys. If you're enjoying this video, by the way, in any way at all, make sure you guys drop a like on it. So right around here is where we ended our clip. So I kind of want to do one more zoom in effect because I might do some slow motion on this as well, because that's also a huge part of this tutorial. When my skater starts to do the dark varial out is when I want to start zooming in on him, because I feel like that's what makes this part of the clip. So I think like right about here. Yep, perfect timing. So right here, I just want to zoom into about 45 millimeters and then get his varial out. So because he's going to keep coming towards us, we're going to keep zooming out. So right here, this looks pretty cool, bro. Yeah, like that looks pretty dope. Like, yeah, bro. And then right here, just catch his flex at the end, you know what I'm saying? Because it was pretty smooth. Right there. I don't want the fisheye effect too much. This is pretty much where we're gonna end our clip on the infamous freaking Mega Ramp logo right here. I think that's a pretty dope ending. Here we go. Let's check out the whole entire clip without slow motion right now. So here we go. Let's see how our clip's looking. Okay. Oh. Hey. Oh. All right. Damn, that looks kind of smooth, bruh. Woo. Wow. That was kind of fire, bro. I feel like we have to freaking add some slow motion to that because I feel like that would make it look way better. So right here, I want to make sure that I'm doing slow motion on just the main part. Like I said before, just the parts that you want to emphasize in the line. Like for example, right here, I want to emphasize the stale because I feel like that would look really, really dope. So like right when he's about to do it, I want to set a marker down using the down direction on my D-pad, and then right when he ends the stale, so I think like right when he takes his hand off of it, I'm going to press A before I put another marker down for my slow motion, and I'm going to put it down 6 bars because that's usually like the amount of speed that I want in my slow motion. But this is personal preference. You can do whatever you want to do, but I usually do 6 bars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bang. And then I'll place my marker again with the down direction on the D-pad, and then you can put the rest of the clip back to a regular speed because it's down 6 bars right now. So let's see how that slow motion looks right now. Here we go on the stale. Ooh, yes. Wow, that looks very, very, very smooth. Let's see that again. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Let's go, bro. After watching this video, you're gonna be a freaking master at doing angles, bro. I usually just like to, you know, like play the clip out for itself just so I can see exactly where slow motion should be. I don't really know where else it should go. Like I don't really want to force the slow motion, you know what I mean? Like I don't really want to put slow motion in like unnecessary places. Sometimes you don't really need it, you know, just let the clip ride out for itself. You know, I feel like this clip looks pretty smooth with just that slow motion at the beginning with the stale flip after the wall pop. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, man. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I mean, I really just wanted to freaking show you guys like how I do my angles on my clips because, you know, I feel like everyone always asks me. Like you guys can see, I have a ton of keyframes, and as you guys can tell, it takes a lot of time to do freaking angles on a clip in Skate 3. Like this is why I'm saying like trick lining is really not the easiest thing to do in Skate 3, which is why I feel like a lot of people who crap on it just don't really understand the culture of it, you know what I mean? Like it's really not easy stuff, man, especially when it comes to doing the camera angles because a lot of people struggle with it. Even I did like years ago, bro. Like I was never like always this good. But anyways, guys, I don't want to make this video any longer than it already is. So if you guys did enjoy this video in any way, or if it helped you with your camera angles in any way, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new with post notifications on so you never miss a video. Follow me on Twitter and Snapchat. All links will be in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Skater, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace the hell out.